Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Hey, I just realised my screen's black. Sorry about that, I'll just fix that 2 secs. Right, what's going on? Hey Bella, hey Dawn. I think the program that runs my iPad, like duplication or whatever, shut down for some reason. I'm just trying to start it back up. And as usual, this laptop will take forever. Sorry about this. Technical difficulties right at the start. It's not even booting off. Come on. No. That is strange. Let me try moving the screen. Is it this one? No. This one. No. I'm not sure what's happened there. Let me shut that down. Let me change that back to the other one. There is an option. Typical. Oh well. You'll have to have me dancing up there. Hey Renee, technical difficulties, sorry for this. Yeah, you see me double at the May. Just trying to solve it. This is being really strange. Okay, let's try doing the screen again. So, link to iPad. See if it does. Oh, it's come up with a number. That's good. Oh, it's on. Let's see if we can link it now. In here, it'll be this one. Is that? Can you see the screen now? Hopefully. Yay. We're back. So, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. It's back on now, so that's good. So, what we're here to talk about today is getting random references and making something out of it. Like, you'll see, I have 5 references here. So I wanted a crown with a cat head, a person body, and I wanted cowboy boots, and I want him to be holding a wand. I know it's a bit strange. Hey Bobby, let me just play something for you, 2 seconds. I did play it last time, but here we go. It should come up on the screen. Is it up on screen? I think it is. Yay, Bobby. There you go. Thank you very much. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, you mix all those together, and you can come up with something like this. Now, you'll notice there's another arrow, because there is something nowadays that wasn't back in my day called AI, and that will put it all together for you. So it's even better. but I'm going to show you the process of putting it together to make that first one, just like I would have done back in the day. Now, this is highly controversial because it is still technically copying as such, just copying the individual parts. I mean, you are making your own thing at the end, but it will be using other people's graphics to get there. So it is a bit like controversial, but like I say, it's how I started. And it saves you copying the whole reference. Like, so you just wanted the cat, doing just the cat. Yeah, that would be completely copying someone. Whereas at least this looks a bit different to their original one. Yeah, it gives you like an idea of where to go exactly. Oh, YouTube didn't let you know. Damn, sorry about that. I'll have to have words with it. So, what I'm gonna do is turn these off and just go back to our references, which is the first one here. And then we're just gonna piece together that cat that you just seen. So, in here, there'll be all the separate references. So I got like this one and this one, etc. So, let's start with the cat, shall we? Now, we just want the head. So what we're going to do, first of all, is because Affinity is just strange like this, we're going to select all these layers and click rasterize so it's in its own format, because it doesn't like it otherwise. Very strange. Hey, Alcatraz! And then once we select our cat, we'll put it into pixel mode now and select this lasso, freehand lasso here. And now we're going to draw just the head, like around the head. So this is the bit that we want to keep. I've done it the wrong way. 2 seconds. So that's the bit that we actually want to keep. So we're meant to go around the body that we didn't want. Let's start again. So yeah, as I was saying, you cut the body off like this. So that you're left with just the head. Now, when you've got that selection, you can go to the eraser tool now and start erasing the body. And it doesn't matter if you go over the head, because it won't go there. It only goes within the selection. So you can quite happily delete all this without worrying that it's going to delete what you actually want to keep. And obviously it won't affect any others, because you're not on that layer. So once you've got rid of all this, it takes a little while, you'll be left with just the head, which is what you wanted. And then to get rid of that selection, you just press the X. Yeah, I could have made brush wider, but I didn't. And then next, we're gonna want the body of this person. So we're gonna do the same trick again. This time, we're gonna select this freehand selection and get rid of the head. So just carefully go around the head, like so. And doing what Bella said, raise the size of it so I can get rid of it quicker, like so. And as you can see, going over everything else doesn't matter. Sorry, my voice is really going. Now, with this person here, we actually want to get rid of some more of this, but we don't know that yet, so we're going to put it into place. So, let's put our body here, but let's make it bigger. We'll put it just here and put the cat's head over the top of the body and then just into place here. Now we've got a cat on a human body, like so, but we also want other things. Now some things you won't have to delete anything, so you just put it in place. Like this crown, for example. You can just put it onto his head. String it down to the right size. And put it on his head. Like so. These boots. Now, you'll see that when we do get it in place, the legs aren't quite right. They're like skitey. So, what we're going to have to do, go back into our person, go onto the freehand selection again, and select around the feet, like so, and delete those. Hopefully we're still on the size, here we are. And just delete those feet and get rid of that selection. Now when we move the cowboy beat, we won't have the feet sticking out. And then what we can do is duplicate that beat. So we've got two here. Flip it horizontal and put it on the other foot. Now we're starting to really get there. You start seeing it like making sense now to the shape. What's that? Just read in chat 2 seconds. I have a thing for remembering weird facts. I could recall long German phone numbers. I wish I could remember anything, really. 2 seconds later and I don't know. Now, to get this wand, we need to get rid of that key that's in his hand. So we'll select him again. And we're going to delete with the free selection the parts of the key now. So, round that piece. Delete that. And select it again and take off that selection. And we're going to delete this one now. Right there. And delete that one. Like so. And get rid of that selection. Now on the fairy, we're going to get rid of quite a lot of hair. So, like this. We're going to need just this end of the magic wand. And get rid of everything else. Using the eraser to get rid of everything else. Just keeping the wand. Getting rid of the selection. And just putting the wand into place. Up here. Make it a bit bigger so it makes sense. And there you go. You have the basics of the character, and now you can draw that character. And it's kind of like not copying, but it is copying, if you know what I mean. It's highly controversial, but it's a good start. And it's not like you're copying a whole reference, which is really bad. It's just copying parts of different references and making your own artwork. The other thing this forces you to do is things aren't quite right, so you have to make them right. Like, for example, the head on this shoulder. Like, the shirt isn't quite right with the head, so you'd make it right. Now, nowadays, you could just take the whole thing. You could never do this when I was growing up, like on making art. But nowadays, you can just use AI to put it together for you, like this one. And just grab this one back out. So this one will be correct with all the shirt how it should be, and the boots how they should be, the one that it should be. It's exactly what you'd have wanted, or I would have wanted years ago. And you can make it make sense that way. And then you just draw that character. And it's kind of like your own artwork, innit? Eventually, you won't need to do this. You will just be like, alright, I need a cat's head. And you know how to draw a cat's head. And it's like, I need a human's body. And you just draw a human's body. And you just start making it up after a while. Just looking at chat again. Oh, AirPods 2. I would like that. I really would. I'm just gonna get rid of the AI one again. Like so. Now, the best way to go about making this character, as you sort of made it up as a reference, is to... It depends whether you want to like go on top of it or whether you just want to go like side, if you know what I mean. Because you could just put this to one side like so, add a pixel layer, put it on your favorite brush. I'll put it on my sketch. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. In my freebies. And that one. So, and then you could just start. I put it on a different color so I can see. So let's go with a blue one. And you would just start drawing the different things. Like, you know, the head's round. It's kind of looking in this direction. And you could draw it just like this. Or you could do it on top if you want. Like, I'm just going to carry this on 2 seconds. So you'd have the body here. Always make it easier on yourself by doing these frameworks. And what I have been starting to try and do as well recently is think of that body as an actual round body. So, like we do with the head, you put those guides, if you like. You do that on the body as well, so you know it goes around here. And obviously it would come over as well, but mostly that middle one. So you know that is the shape of the body. You'd have a couple of legs down here. So I just make a couple of ovals like this. And then you'd have the beats down there as well. Now, when it comes to arms and things and legs, I should have done it. I didn't think. But especially on these arms, because the angles that they're on, you could use this technique, which is... Oh, I don't know where it jumped. Very strange. Oh, it jumped again. Very odd. I think my finger's touching the screen. I'll just put my glove on tighter, 2 seconds. So, yeah. What's that? Bella. Thank you very much. That's awesome of you. That is like unbelievably generous. Thank you very much. I was gonna say we'll have hearts in the chat for Bella and Bobby, but I'm not sure if you know how to put hearts in the chat. It's an old Twitch thing. I don't know. Anyways, where was I? Lost track now. I was putting these circles in here, like this. And you get like one on where the shoulder would be, one on where the elbow would be, and one where the hand is. And then I join them up like this. So we know it comes down here, and then goes up here. This is like how I was meant to do for the legs. And then the other one goes up, so you'd have one here, one about here, and the top one here. Like this. And join them up. Feel what I mean? So you could do that as a framework. Or you could go the other way, which is I'll just turn that one off and bring our character back down into the middle. And you could just do it over the top. So you could lower the opacity of the sun, like so. This is probably more accurate. But the other way teaches you a lot, if you know what I mean. So you get used to doing the shapes and things. I don't know how else to explain it. But it is better for you to do it the other way. But if you are doing it this way, you can do it on top. So again, you'd have the round of the head here, looking this way. And the body, which is quite large on this guy. And again, I do the shape, so it's coming over this way and down this way. And instead of doing the other technique of the circles and lines, you could actually just put in where the actual arms are. So you could say this cylinder here is where the actual arm is, and then this cylinder here is where the arm is, and the same with the legs. So you could literally come down and be like, that's one of the legs, that's the other leg, and the same with the boots. So you could put in the actual shapes, if you know what I mean. I would say this is if you're nervous about actually drawing it, you could do it this way. Same for the hands. You could sketch over here and over here. Just so you can line things up a lot better than you could do it by eye. And as you can see, that really shows the hand. But this is very much like cheating way, I would say. You know, you'd have the shadow there. I'm just gonna fill in where the helmet would be, or crown, which is a bit like this. remember that it's like going around the front of his head, which is also rounded. So make sure that this piece is rounded to go with the head. Yeah, nice hands. Yeah, but it wasn't really my hands as such. It's like this one, like if you just do this and go around and up here. Yeah, this is how we'll wish we could do hands, I tell you. So much easier. And then you're done. Like, that would be awesome. And obviously, having the magic wand coming out into the star, like so. And it would be coming through the hand and rounded, like so. There's the little circles on top of the crown. Like that. And the spikes behind. Like this. Now, when it comes to the face, you could do the same kind of tricks. So you'd have it just coming out and back in, and out and back in, and down. This feels so wrong. And the ears, like this. But it's all learning. You can't draw around things that easy. Yeah, well, I'm not used to it either. It's very strange. And I go back to our other one now. This one, because I feel better about it, even though it's not really much better. It just feels better to me. So we're gonna increase the opacity again, so you can see, and carry on this one. I'll just change color again of the pencil because that's the framework. And now sketching would be in a different color. I'll just choose black for this occasion. I wouldn't normally. I'd choose like red or something. I'll just choose black for now. So we got kind of the shape of him now. He is bigger than I was thinking he was, but we'll roll with it. So this is what makes it different. Yeah, this is what I mean. A lot of people get stuck at this point and they copy the reference. I would do it myself, which is why I try not to use references. But when you're learning, if you haven't drawn that thing at least once, like, I don't know, say a dog, if you hadn't drawn it at all, how do you know how to draw it? Do you get what I mean? So it's like you would have to draw it at least once by copying it, just to know where certain things are and how it should go. And then, like, say you progress on to putting things together. Like, I want this character as a cat with a crown on and a magic wand or whatever, and you can make it up. But like I say, in this day and age, you could just ask AI to draw something like that, which you can never do before. Yeah, again, proportion comes with time. It really does. And using the framework guides, can you see, like these will help a lot, because this one is where the eyes are, and this one is where the character's looking. So you can really start to get like what it's meant to be, if you know what I mean. And then the rest will come just takes a long time. I've been doing this for a few years now. Just gonna get rid of what I just did there. I'm gonna start doing this. So I'm gonna raise it to 10 so we can see it better. And I'm just gonna go start with these arms. So you go down here, and then I would come back up and have his sleeve there. Like so. His coat comes out at the bottom, like this. And then it goes back over and down with a bit of it underneath, like this. And then you do the other arm. So starting from here, you draw up, do the sleeve part, and back down. And this side of his coat, this can be a bit wrong because of the framework we did. So we'll kind of change it a little, which is we'll just come down here. And we'll go kind of like how the reference is. Like this. This comes up here. 2 colors. So this is the bit that doesn't exist on the drawing. So you'd have to either know how to draw a color or something, because how you meant to know. So I was just getting another reference just for colors, but I will just put it in because I already know, if you know what I mean. This what I'm doing here, like, you'll see me sketching like this, like, and Jonathan says not to do it. That's, I think, only referring to your finished sketch. Like when you overgo it again, getting it to be right first of all can be a little bit more difficult. So you do it that way to start, then when you've got more details, then you can do it. Or at least that's what I do anyway. Just gonna put these buttons on. And can you see already it's not kind of like the reference anyway? Because we're doing it like freehand as such. It's kind of like the reference, but kind of not. There's bucket here, there's bucket here. This one's got glasses on, so I'll just put these in. You could put a pen in there or something just to be different. I'll just copy this for now. These hands are going to be interesting. I'm not used to drawing hands, so everyone struggles with it. Yeah, outline is interesting, I tell you. It's rough. Like I say, you start off with a really rough sketch, then do it again and again and again, and eventually you'll get to the point where you just use the pencil tool in vector mode and go over it, and it'll be really clear. Now, this hand, I might mess this up because you know how terrible I am with hands. So I'm gonna go up here and over. Well, I'm really bad with hands. Trying to do this. Sorry for being quiet. I'm so bad at hands. I would refine it in the vector anyway, though. It's something like that. Not exactly, but you get the point. It's something like that. Terrible. I know. Yeah, it takes a long time. This is what I'm learning recently. I used to do joins like about, I don't know, 5 a day or something. But the thing is, they weren't amazing, if you know what I mean. But more recently, if you take loads and loads of time to do it, getting every detail right, then it'll be better. But yeah, you're right. It's having the time to do it like that. Not too bad. It's terrible. It really is. Attempt the other hand now. There is a way to do this in framework. So I'll go back to the blue and do this one for you. So what you'd have is a circle here, like so. And then 4 circles over like this. And then the thumb is another circle over here. And now I'd go back to the black and make it coherent. So I'm just checking the reference. So it kind of comes out like this and over. And it sort of gives you somewhere more to go. Like that one's gonna go there, or that one's gonna go there, etc. And obviously, not forgetting the magic wand. So this one's gonna be out here. And right there. Now, stars again is something I'm really not good at. In fact, I'm surprised I'm doing so well with my hand as bad as it is. I'm just like putting in all the star details. I'm really not good at drawing these freehand. It's something like that, I'm not sure. And obviously, this helmet or crown, which I'll just do on here. Now, this is getting more and more away from the reference, which is good. It's very rough, as you can see. It's something like that. And again, his head is round. They just follow the curve round with the bottom of the crown, like so. there's gonna be ones behind, and they've all got little balls on. Like that. So there's legs. So first part is just over here, and this part goes up underneath and back down, and comes out this side like so. Now these are just capped off because of the base, and there's a little bit of a waistline in here. So again, just follow that curve round, and then we can just attempt the beats. These are another thing that I'm not very good at. So coming down here, you have like an up and a heel, and the same on the other side. So there to a point and back out. Not exactly perfect. You can always change it in the vector, it's fine. Now, going to this person's head, I would follow the guides. So you would have the fur coming out like this, and like this on the side. And it goes out and back round, like so. And the rest of the head is under the crown like that. Now his ears, something like that, and like that. Oh, I wasn't quite right. So I'll just go back and try again. So making it slightly bigger, something like that. And as you can see, he's on a slightly different angle as well from the original. Now these guides, like I say, this line that goes round the middle is the ice. So you can start doing the ice on the line like so. Like this. And then that cross should be where the nose is. But I can see it's slightly off. So it's gonna be about here, the nose. And then the mouth. Just looking at the reference. And then you could do the eyes. Like this. It's not quite right like the reference, but it's different. And that's a good thing, in a way. But it's still a cat and a crane with the wand in cowboy bees. And that was the main thing that you wanted. I should have done this on different layers, I didn't think. But if you did do it on different layers, you could turn off the scaffold now, and you're just left with the sketch. Instead, what I'm going to do is turn that opacity down, like so. Now I'm going to add a new pixel layer and redraw over it. So this is where you don't like do this. You try and do it in one swipe, so get rid of that. Now you would just swipe down like this. And sort of redefine where your sketch is. Make it look better than it did before. like so. This will probably take a little while, but you see the point. Like that. I'm not happy with this colour. I'm just trying to think how it would really be. They like fold back on themselves. So it would actually be out this way and back. And there's like a little fold here. I think it's the same on the other side. I'm just doing these really straight lines now, even though I'm not that straight because of my hands. I'm just filling in. You'll see what a difference it makes in a minute with the pencil tool on the vector mode, which is Jonathan's. Well, was his new technique. I haven't seen him do it since, but I like it. I'm just filling in all of these details. So we've got the beat that comes out and goes round. Nope. And the beauty with the vector mode is that you'll be able to change those lines as well. You'll see in a sec. I'm just going to carry on doing this sketch 2 secs. Try and be as quickly as I can. Really trying to speed things up now, as you can probably tell. But you clean it up and put in more details, like I just did that sleeve there, so you can see the hand coming out of it now. Like that detail wasn't there before. I'm just gonna have to rub that eye. Oh, I wasn't on the. Oh, it's massive, isn't it? That's why. Gonna rub that piece out there, so it's like it should be. Now go back to. Actually, I'm gonna have to use the rubber tool again. It's like the eraser, just to get rid of that piece as well. You know. So now it looks more like it's in his hand. Like a starfish. So you're not good at doing these. Nearly done. Laughing at me. Yeah. I read that as Mitch is better, not much is better. My eyes. And he would be really better. Just fill in these few details there. And then we'll get to the pencil tool in a sec. No idea where this came from, by the way. It's like, a cat in a crane. I don't know what I was thinking, what I was on at that point. No idea. Just fill in the rest of these details. Trying to be really quick. Is that everything? I think that is. Oh no, this hand. So, looking at this sleeve, it just goes straight down. So, we'll do the same on this one. And this terrible hand, we'll try again. So, changing it slightly from our original. And it looks even worse. I just can't do hands. Terrible, eh? So, now, what we should have done the first time is we can get rid of the original sketching and keep just the lines, like so. Yeah, Procreate is much better at this kind of thing. Oh, yeah, stabilization, that would have been a good idea. But I'll do that now in this one. So, going from here, what we can do is turn down the pixel there that we just did. Like so. Just try and get it on 30. And I go into our vector mode now. And pick our pencil tool. It's already on the stabilizer. And this probably won't work. I haven't tried it. But I'll just try drawing these lines. No, it's not big enough. So, I should just left that there. So, once the actual pen line's there, you can raise the stroke. And another thing I like doing is changing the pressure. So it looks like you've done it more by hand. Like this. Now I'll get rid of that one. And try again. Now these settings should stay there. Like so. Looks way better. And just doing this one. Like this. Doing the sleeve. Can you see it's not got as much angle as I need? But the beauty of the vector is you can just change the node. So going into node tool, I can just change that node to be more of an angle now. How we wanted it. Like this. And you can really get it spot on how you want it. Just like that. It's not so good at these little things, details on the rope stabilizer now. So I would have no stabilizer doing these bits. In fact, I'll just put it on for this one line. This one here, because it's rather long. But the little pieces, I'd have no stabilizer. And just do the same again. As you can see, it's a bit messy doing that, but you can go into new tool and take out some of that messiness by deleting some nodes. I'll just delete those ones. These ones. And you can make it how you want it. Just join these up. The less nodes, the better, really, when you're doing this. So I might just get rid of these two altogether and just bend it down like so. Like that. Much better. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay, Renee. So gonna continue this now. So going back to pen tool, still on no stabilizer, because it's still details. I'm just gonna join the rest of these details. And then go back afterwards with the node tool and fix all the uneasiness of the hand. As you can really see it now with these lines. Now, going into node tool and getting rid of these bits where I've stumbled, if it will let me. And you're left with the bits that make it right, if you know what I mean. Selecting all these. It only does one at a time, which is annoying at best. Just clear these pieces. And manipulating the nodes into where I need them to be. Just get rid of all these shaky nodes. Like this. With somebody else's hand, it would be a lot better. There wouldn't be as many nodes as this. Just me. Just get around and get rid of all the troublesome ones. Might get rid of that one there. I know it's gonna mess up a little bit. But like I say, the less nodes the better. Give you more of a roundness. Like so. See how much more round this one is to this one, see? Now we're gonna go in and fix this one. If it'll let me draw straight, which is not at the May. Just get rid of these nodes and this one. These ones. And then last two up here. And then we'll just put it back into the shape we want by manipulating these nodes. Just concentrating, as you can tell. So it's looking much better than the rest of the play. Let's get rid of these ones. And those ones. And this one. Maybe this one as well. Now we'll just adjust these to make it make sense. Like that. Get rid of these ones. And these ones. That one. And that one. And adjust the nose to make it in there. Like that. And then this one. So we'll get rid of all these. And we'll get rid of these. And this one. And all these. And then we'll adjust it into place. So we're going to have to actually add a note here because the hand goes around this way. And on here because the thumb goes around here. And we don't want that sharp angle. A bit like that. And I just noticed the first finger's a bit square. So we'll tidy that up now. Just in these nodes again. Just put them more into shape to make it more rounded. I think that top piece is right somewhere. But you get the drift. You can play around with it for hours to make it spot on. But I ain't got time. I'm just trying to think how the hand actually goes. Just, I think, like this. I'm just looking on my actual hand. Just reading chat at the same time. Going on holiday. Good luck to you, Renee. Yeah. Using the stabilizer is really good. Especially when you come in afterwards and adjust everything to get it spot on. Now then, I'm going to go back to pencil on stabilizer and start doing the rest of these. So down here. Now, that one wasn't quite good. So I'm going to just get rid of these nodes. And just bend it to make it perfect, like so. And going back to our pen tool on Rape Stabilizer. Come around here and around here. And down this one. And down this one. And this one. And just join these two up. Like so. Just do these ones like that. You'll get much better at this than me. Because my hand's so bad. See, it's a little piece again, so I'm just going to take stabilizer off and try and draw it freehand. And every time I turn to it, it does that. So I just got to go in and delete the nodes afterwards. Because my hand is so bad. And I'll stamp the next one as well. Then get on to pencil tool. Run out of time on there. Oh, damn it. I'll have to continue this next time. I'll just put in this one line and delete these nodes. So yeah, we'll have a little vote on it and see if people want to see this to completion or not. There we go. But anyway, the reason for this was to actually mix references, which I think I got through. Yeah, no low poly, because Jonathan taught us how to do this and then's never done it again afterwards. Very strange. But I used to do everything low poly. You'd like to see it finished. Yeah, I think on my next stream I'll try and go through the same again to get it finished if people are interested in that. I mean, it's not really a tool as such, which is what I'm known for, but if you want to see it, I'll do it. You'd like to see it finished, good. Yeah, I think next stream, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll just leave it as is for now. And I'll continue it in the next one. So thanks for coming, everyone. And I'll see you again.